At this point, it is more than obvious that Sire Denathrius is working directly for the jailer, and thus far he really seemed like his most important ally. Seeing that Primus was looking to warn him and the Eternal Ones to rise up against the jailer, he obviously should be on the front line against Zovaal, but instead he is responsible for essentially doubling his power. So why exactly is Denathrius working with the jailer, and what is he getting out of this entire deal? Brought to you by Gamivo.com. Make sure to click the link in the description and get Shadowlands as well as game time at discounted prices. Revendreth is one of the most important realms, if not the most important realm of the Shadowlands. It is there to house arrogant and dangerous souls and to either convert them and send them to other realms or to just exile them forever so that they don't endanger the entirety of the afterlife. However, if you've played through the zone, you might realize something went terribly wrong. Ruled by Sire Denathrius and more than likely created by Sire Denathrius, Revendreth at the moment is exactly the opposite to what it should be. To top it off, the leader himself is exactly what he's trying to cleanse from the souls: greedy, ambitious, and extremely arrogant. Now, as the story progresses, it is so obvious that he's not even trying to cleanse or redeem any souls, and instead he is just torturing them to extract as much anima as humanly possible. Additionally, he is also stacking more sins upon them so that they become more potent and they can be used as weapons. All of this led to the culmination of Revendreth as Denathrius finally revealed that he was working with the jailer, even though we kinda knew that from the start and from the introduction cinematic, and he just like shattered half the zone and started sending an insane amount of anima down into the maw. In turn, I'm guessing that this was the biggest influx the jailer had ever received since his imprisonment, and the more souls the jailer gets, the weaker his chains become, and it gets easier for him to finally escape from this eternal prison. But why is Denathrius doing so? If you follow the messages in Maldraxxus by Primus, he tells us that we must warn the Eternal Ones that they must band together to stop the jailer from ever escaping, and seeing that Denathrius is an Eternal One just like the others, and the other Eternal Ones call him a brother, he more than obviously betrayed him. The key to answering this is the cinematic where he fights the prince at the end of the main Revendreth questline. As he grabs Renathal, Denathrius says, "The only power that will emerge from this torrent of change is death. Death and those who shaped its victory." I think this is the biggest hint, and once again, as in every video recently, this brings us to the fabled cosmology chart. As I've said many times now, death is just one part of the Warcraft cosmology. It isn't what you would imagine the afterlife to be, especially since you can actually die in the afterlife, so it is just one force on the chart. By my speculation, since death is right between chaos and shadow and nearly opposite to order, the natural state should be as close as possible to disorder. I'm guessing this was the case long ago until they ripped out the heart of the jailer and imprisoned him and just ordered everything. Currently, of course, this is a speculation without concrete evidence, but it makes the most amount of sense thus far. I mean, just look at Oribos, the robotic arbiter, the servants of the arbiter following their fabled purpose, the way the realms are ordered, how they're so neat and tidy, and they all have their own objective, and ultimately, they all work to keep the jailer in his prison. All of this, to me at least, really smells of Titan interference, or at least some force of order. It really seems like someone long ago brought order to the Shadowlands, and now the jailer, possibly the original arbiter, is trying to get back to the old state of things. Now, it is certain that Denathrius was on the side of order long ago, but seeing that he's connected to the Dreadlords, more than likely he either faked his allegiance or could be playing a double agent now, or could have done that eons in the past. It was confirmed that he was one of the main causes of the drought across the Shadowlands, not just in Revendreth, and some speculate that the red lighting that hit the Arbiter and caused her to malfunction was his doing, although I don't really believe that, since the anime in Revendreth, if you pay attention, is really dark red, while the power that hit the Arbiter looked very bright, sort of like electricity. Regardless, to talk about the topic, the reason why I think Denathrius is working with the jailer is that he's trying to bring back the old state of things. He's trying to bring back death to its purest, absolutely purest form. Look at it this way in simplest terms, the cosmology chart really just seems like one big free-for-all, and everyone is just attacking everyone. The light is enslaving life on alternate Draenor. The void is essentially attacking everyone and everything. Titans are ordering planets and life and possibly even death. Death is spreading on mortal worlds with the undead, and the light and the void are both invading the Shadowlands. So all of this is just one massive free-for-all, like this one gigantic war. And it seems like long ago, maybe Zovaal and the Shadowlands were like the big players, but they were defeated and put into this very ordered prison. I mean, before the new expansion, there were some hints about the old gods, and they all seemed scared, and they didn't really like the Master of Savannas. They definitely had the attitude like he was a threat to their existence, and that he was a lot more dangerous than he really seemed. So Denathrius realized that, damn, this guy is getting powerful, I better get on his team. This project is failing rapidly, this order thing, and I could be on the winning side. And in turn of just ruling one single realm, Revendreth, he could be ruling with Zovaal and ultimately conquering the entire universe, overcoming both the Naru and the Void Lords and who knows what else is out there. Now, of course, so far this is my speculation, so this isn't a confirmed way things are working, but taking the words he said and hints and everything we have seen thus far, I gotta admit that this theory makes a lot of sense. Thank you for watching. Check out how someone defeated the Archon and what happened to Bastion by clicking on the screen, and also check out Doronsmovies Academy for videos on real world history and science. See you next time.